You know, when you're an NHL defenseman, you're supposed to protect and defend your zone to the best of your ability, and that's what Ron Harris used to do on a regular basis for a myriad of teams. But unfortunately, play that would be normal in any other game turned tragic on January 13th, 1968. Him and his defensive partner Larry Cahan were defending against Bill Masterson of the Stars in their zone in a game between the Stars and the Seals. Now, what happened with that is so tragic. I don't want to go deeply in it, but he carried the puck up the ice at full speed when he passed it off to two Seals defenders, while the two Seals defenders, Larry Kahn and Ron Harris, converge on him. He was knocked backward in a resulting collision and landed on his head and did not regain consciousness and passed away. But what was very doubly tragic about the situation, Ron Harris was never known as a dirty player. Was a very decent minor league and NHL player for a number of years. We're going to talk about his career and Ron's thoughts about the incident because he's only given really one interview about it. Now, Ronald Thomas Harris, the pride of Verdun, Quebec, one of the most beautiful communities in the Belle Province. He played 476 games in the NHL for Detroit, Oakland, Atlanta, and the New York Rangers. Now, he broke in with the Hamilton Red Wings in the OHA in 1961. Of course, he eventually became undrafted. He was a Red Wing affiliate. He played his first games in pro hockey in 1963, one with Detroit where he had 1 assist in his lone contests, and 63 games with the Pittsburgh Hornets where he had 21 points in 62 games. Now, 64, played 3 games in the NHL, 66 with the Cincinnati Wings, and still in the Memphis Detroit system. In 65, he had 36 points in 70 games, including 18 goals, and played 1 game for the Hornets in the AHL playoffs. 66 found himself with the San Francisco Seals of the WHL Senior League and was there for the next campaign. Now, when the Seals came into the NHL as an expansion team, he made the jump from California to the Oakland Seals, or the California Seals. His rookie campaign, he had 10 points in 54 games. Now, 69, he moved back to his home squad of Detroit, played the next 4 seasons there with 16, 21, 10, and 11 points. A very consistent defensive defenseman. 73 was a member of the original Atlanta Flames, where he had 6 points in 24 games, and then moved on to the New York Rangers. Now, with the Rangers in 1973, he had 13 points in 46 games, including 3 goals. Now, 74, he had a great playoff. Rangers knocked off Montreal in the first round, but lost to the Flyers in the semifinals. Were a heavy Stanley Cup contender, but again, the Flyers were better than them that year. He had 3 goals in 11 playoff games. 75, he had 34 games in injury-plagued season. And 76, he played his last games in NHL with New York, with 1 assist in 3 contests. Final NHL totals: 476 games, 111 points with 20 goals. In the playoffs, 28 games, 4 goals, of course, 3 coming in the 1974 series, all big ones, and 7 points total. Now, again, Ron has never talked publicly too much about the incident, but this is what he said in the interview with the St. Paul Pioneer Press in 2003, which marked the big anniversary of Bill's passing. He said he's still plagued by bad memories of the incident to this day, and has only conducted 1 major interview on the subject. He said, "It bothers you the rest of your life. It wasn't dirty, and it wasn't meant to happen that way. Still, it's very hard because I made the play. It's always in the back of my mind." Now, Masterson was not wearing a helmet. What you're supposed to do on defense, again, is to play clean. And again, Ron and Larry Cahan were not known to be dirty players in the speed of the game, but when you fall backward on the ice and the angle that he hit, The boards are hard, the ice is hard, the hits are hard. In 2021, there's a heavy possibility that it would not have led to a fatality because with the amount of equipment, but like I said, did he suffer from a previous mental condition or concussions? We really don't know because the technology in 1968 is not like in 50 plus years later in 2021. All I know is that at 5'9", 175, Harris again was a pound-for-pound player. He would use the best of his ability. A very, very skilled, very in shape player. I have some media colleagues in Quebec have told me that he was an extremely great skater. To play with Detroit and New York Rangers, very active teams on the defense and offense, you got to skate. Because the Ranger teams in the 70s, 80s were known for offense. So players like Ron needed to stay at home when need be to allow the rush to occur, like Gilbert and Rattel and, Brad Park was there as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I basically believe that all respect should go to Ron Harris. Extremely talented player. But like I said, wrong place, wrong time. And like a car accident where you're not at fault, where you accidentally kill somebody, let's say a person is driving the wrong side of the road, or a tire flies off and your vehicle, it's something happened to your car that hurt somebody else. Really, generally, it's not your fault. And I just don't want fans of Masterson, and I don't think they have blamed Cahan and Harris for what happened. Hockey's like that. Sometimes bad things occur. Many players have suffered major concussions. This is not like an Al Samuelson who was going out to deliberately hurt somebody, or Will Paymont, or a Boom Boom Geoffrion, those incidents. I don't have to get into that. But Ron Harris, again, I saw Ron Harris play against Montreal the 1974 series, and when he turned on the offense, he was a good little player. And he was a fan favorite in New York for a lot of years. Thanks for listening, and don't forget, protect yourself at all times. Bye.